You can say go when I'm ready.
Yeah, just a vape.
Hey everyone, welcome to TGR TV. Today we're going to talk about the new UWell by Amulet watch vape. I'm going to go over a little bit of everything in this the unboxing here, and I'm going to give you my personal experience and spin on this because I've been doing this for 10 years now, I think, right, Pete? So first thing first, this is, if you're wondering what this is good for, this device is great if, number one, you're trying to discreetly get into any venues or locations that are, you know, gonna be searching your bags, I would say, right? That's number one. Number two, it's just discreet overall in general, and it does a fine job for the amount of the tank space it has. So it's not designed for, I would say, like everyday use where you are on this thing a lot. It's really designed for like, hey, I need to get away for about maybe 8 hours and I need something just to get me by for the 8 hours, and I don't want to be carrying a lot in my pockets, and I want something that's just going to be compact, that's going to last me just a few hours, right? Maybe like maximum 8 hours, I would say, depending on your frequency of puffing. That's what this is going to be really good for. So in the box over here, this doesn't really come with a whole lot. It just comes with the general, it comes with one pod, okay? And the way this is used is there's two buttons on this watch here, okay? There's a one button on the top over here that will release your cartridge. So come on over, closer, Pete. So you're gonna press this button, and you're gonna hear a pop, and you're gonna be able to pull this vape out just like that here, okay? So that is how you actually get the vaping device working here. Now, I get a lot of questions saying, does the time really work? Yes, if the time is on here, it does really work just by tapping on this button on the side. Okay, so you can change your time, you can read your battery life, you can see the resistance. You can even see the date and time here as well too, the month, the date, and then the date, okay, time as well too. So it's a really neat product here. So it's an actual working device. You can tell time, you can see the dates and everything. And once I pop this off, you can actually, there's no button to draw, okay? The button actually is just for the time on the side here. So you really don't need the button to function. This is a auto detector. So once you puff on it, just like all your disposable vapes, once you puff on it, there's a detector and it will fire right away. If you don't know, it goes from 0 to about like 2,000 degrees, the center of the atomizer, in a matter of like 2 short seconds, okay? So that's how atomizers actually function. To fill your pod here, or actually change your pod or fill your pod, what you're gonna do is, on this device here, you're gonna hold the bottom body here, the bottom half, where it's solid, and you're just gonna pull the top off right here. Just like that. That's simple. Okay, this here has actually solved a lot of problems here. The leaking is I would say out of 5 star. I would say this leaking is about 4.5 out of 5. Not being biased here, but just being honest here, because it does come with a silicone cover, and depending on how thin or thick the viscosity of your oils, that's going to dictate how much is going to leak or not leak. So you're going to have to be your own dictator for that. Can you use any form of Delta 9 oils, things of that nature, Delta 8, Delta 9 concentrate oils? Yes, you can. However, this is a 10 watts, 1.6 resistance, so it's a sub-ohm resistance. That means that it's going to burn at a decent high temperature. But 10 watts is actually going to be a lower wattage, but the resistance is 2 different factors. Watch my other video on my YouTube channel that talks about sub-ohm and wattage and things of that nature to understand that better. But if you don't want to watch it, I'm going to give you my best advice here based on my knowledge of resistance, ohms, and wattage, and voltage, and all that stuff there. This is good for pretty much everything from nicotine salts. If you don't know what nicotine salts are, a concentrate vape, concentrate nicotine oil. So it's designed for low device power, such as this device here, okay, the UWell here. If it's, and you can use actual Delta 9, Delta 10s, or Delta any oils, cannabinoids oil in this device as well too, okay. This is not a changeable pod. That means that you cannot change, I'm sorry, it's a changeable pod, but you cannot change the coil in the center. You have to buy a new pod, throw this one away, buy a new one, and just snap it right back on. And fill up your oils by pulling this silicone piece off here. Boom. That's the filler hole right there. Okay, let me see if I can get a bit of lighting angle. There you go. Right there. Nice and sleek. Okay. That's the mouthpiece there. That's your atomizer in the center. You can see inside in the center there, those little white cottons. That's where the wick or the cotton is that absorbs the oil from around the tank inside into the center. So that's actually the atomizer in there. You cannot change the atomizer on this. You have to change the pod, okay? Just like a Sorin or anything of that nature here. If I show you a Sorin pod, I'll open this up just to show you this example. You would open up the new pod, and there you go. You would just refill that pod there. This is not the one for this device, but I want to show you how they will come if you were to buy replacement pods, okay? So I'm going to put that aside there. So I'm going to put this right back on so you guys can see how easy that is. You're going to fill up your oils in that hole here. Close it back up with the silicone piece. That would prevent it from leaking. And you're just going to match the gold prongs back on. Just snap it back in. Just like that there. You're going to have your watch here. And the mouthpiece goes up. You're going to snap that back on. That's it. You'll hear the snap. And that's it. This is the UWatch by Amulet. It's a 10 watts, 1.6 resistance, and it's good for anything in nic salts to Delta 9, Delta 10 oils, cannabinoid oils, things of that nature. And I would say that's about it. Any questions? You weren't listening the whole time. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Click the button below to subscribe, and click the bell to stay notified for all our alerts. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.